Shit, that shit's loud. Dude, it's Vanao. I actually hella wanted to look up some Elena footage. Because, like, I played Elena and I had kind of a good time. I never play anyone but Oro in this game. I find most other characters kind of frustrating. I feel like the only other character I could like is Yun. Because he's actually very similar to Oro. The characters most like Oro are Yuri and Yun and, I mean, that's really kind of it. Oh, that was, what was that? I gotta hella study some fucking Elena players. Elena's supposed to lose to Shotos. Elena does pretty miserable against all three. Not counting Sean. Hey, Puggin. Oh, that was weird. Elena's a box. She jumps really high and she crouches really low. She actually has low profile crouch in this game. So does Chun-Li, so does Oro. That was an empty cancel. I don't think about shit like that. All of Oro's supers are like setup supers. Doing shit like empty cancels in this game is something other characters do. Oro doesn't get to do that shit. That was a defensive tech. Elena has a really big car throw, but you don't really do that defensively. That was a failed Super 2, by the way. Super 2 would have worked there, but he accidentally got that. That's going to hit. He can't quick stand that. That was a very interesting little scenario. It was a super that knocked him down. What the fuck? Pretty risky. So what happened right there? It's kind of neat. First of all, that was you can do short jab and then cancel the Super 2. And Super 2 comes out in like 2 frames, so it combos, but sure, you can don't really have the hitbox most of the time. But you have to do 2 light attacks and not 3 for a Super 2, which is a very short confirm in this game. Elena's healing is actually pretty good in this game. Most people think her worst super is Super 1, actually. Her Super 2 does a fuck ton of damage, and her Super 3 healing is pretty good in some matchups. But, um, it depends. Oh, but, right here, the attack that knocks Ryu down is a crouch strong, and that's gonna air reset him. But the thing about third strike is, if you juggle into a sufficiently fast move, the opponent never gets air reset, and this is a really fast super. And also, like even if he got air reset, the super would still hit because, I mean, you can kind of get a healing off like from back throws and stuff like that against everyone. It's kind of the same as like Street Fighter 3. I mean, the Street Fighter 4. You can get a partial healing off against. It's easier to get a full heal in this game. You can get full heals against slow characters easy. You can get partial heals against anyone though. And also, there's a lot of different timings you can get healed. You just like can cancel it after a certain point instead of just having 2 links that you can get. Anyway, this would juggle anyway because even on reset you can juggle into supers. But this connects so fast that Ryu doesn't even have the option to parry out. It's actually just like a true combo. But this isn't designed to juggle. But because that was a super knockdown that knocked him over, he can't quick stand. Supers you can't quick stand, and he couldn't get up in time. He might have been able to do reversal super 2 and have it connect. He should have tried. Didn't really matter that much though, but it kind of did. It's kind of an interesting little scenario though. Ken and Ryu, for now. Why was Vanao running Super 2 anyway? It's not like Elena has a good way out of Super 2, I don't think. I mean, Super 3. Oh, this is going to hurt. Yeah, that's an insanely hard parry. What happens there is Ryu's engine, you actually have to parry high. And if he gets a fully charged, if he got a DP into like Super there, and so he reacted and got a charged Super instead of a like a low level Super. Yeah, I'll use Fightcade. Fightcade's like the only one you can use right now. I guess you could use 2DF. Or, yeah. Whatever, the thing that, Supercade. You could use Supercade. Those are the 2 right now, Fightcade and Supercade. And I guess you could use MAME as well if you want to. Technically, you can net play arcade games on MAME, and I think some people do it for Third Strike. That's where I initially played Third Strike. Anyway, when you parry something, you freeze the thing you're parrying. So normally when you parry a limb, you freeze the opponent, which enables punishes to happen. But when you parry a fireball, you freeze and the fireball freezes. And Ryu's not the fireball. He's not frozen by the parry. So he actually recovers while you're still parrying. And because of that, he can hit you while you're parrying. So Ken would have to do like he would have to do a low parry to parry that, like, in the middle of his high parries. and it's actually quite difficult. So Ken's actually already taking damage here. Yeah, you can play on Xbox 360 and the PS3 as well, if you like. And fucking, I think they shut down the servers for the original Xbox. I mean, I'm mildly interested. I don't think I'm gonna buy the game again. I don't know if I'll play it. I like watching Xrd. If I played, I would probably play Mei. I think she's cute, and I like the way her combat works. The dolphins and shit. But I don't know. Ugh! You can cancel a parried attack. It comes out faster than your opponent can punish you for their successful parry. So it's kind of a little gimmick to save yourself sometimes. I say gimmick because it's blockable. You don't have to like commit to an attack after getting a parry, but most people do. Ugh, that's pretty unsafe. No follow up there, I don't think. He really went for EX Fireball instead of Super. Progress auto saves all the fucking time in RE5, but it's still on, so. I'm pretty sure you can just replay literally any part of the game anyway, so it doesn't really matter that much. I mean, I want to show my love to PC games, but also I want to have money. This is Furo. Furo's a young player. He's playing Yun right now. That's kind of neat. Uh, you don't you don't want that move unless it works. That's one of very few bad ideas in Genei. Nearly all your attacks are fucking riskless in Genei, but no up kicks. Furo, this is still a competitive match. He could still win this if he gets a Genei. If he gets an activate right now, this won't kill. Yeah, good blocking. Very safe. That was the way to play it, as Ken. Nice. Ugh. Why is he going for the overheads and not the command grab? I feel like the command grab's so much better. Does the stand fierce to bait the high parry? I always like seeing that. Very few people do two high parries against Yun. It's kind of useless. Except for that one option, which Yun isn't very rewarded for. Early jump fierce anti-air, I like that shit. Because even if it's parried, Yun can come down with another attack or a parry of his own. Very difficult to punish anti-air. Oh, that's going to be a punish. Yeah, that was crazy. That was a really good punish on that Tatsu. Oh, jab fierce. That Altar combo was pretty useful. Sometimes you just realize that Yun has like everything. He doesn't need all that shit. He got the meter for that. This is still really bad for Yun. This is not an easy comeback to make. There it is. Yeah. That was a 50-50. Yun had to go for a parry to avoid getting chipped out. It was actually even worse than a 50-50. He had to go for a high parry or a low parry. Ken could go for either uppercut. He could go for like stand strong uppercut or low short uppercut, and that's a high parry or a low parry. Or he could block once and then red parry, but that loses to just uppercut by itself. Um, or Ken could just him. So like Ken had like a really good chance to beat Yun right there. It's really interesting to see like the decisions you can make to fuck people who you know are gonna try and parry. Like obviously that was the threat of blow up parries, but you could do a lot more than that to blow up parries. You can wait for the parry duration to end because they have to do it on the first frame they wake up, pretty much, or it's insanely risky if they don't. Um, you can pick a weird direction. Like you could do like, high or low only parry moves to get a 50-50 going. You can throw the opponent. Even though Ken's pretty much known for his Kara throw in Street Fighter 4, he actually doesn't have a Kara throw of note in this game. It's kind of weird that they gave him a good Kara throw in 4. Like it's not, Ken never had that before. And in fact, Akuma and Ryu both have pretty good Kara throws. It's like Ken was the one without a Kara throw. I feel like cemented his whole character together though. Ken without his Kara throw would be a lot worse in 4. That's honestly better to block than parry, even at his low health. You're really minus if you try and parry it. Oh, he reacted to the hit, but not the fact that Ibuki was in midair. That's actually kind of cool. Okay, so Ibuki, I don't think he actually did it. I think he just tried to jump out. But Ibuki can do reversal light up kicks, and it's airborne frame 1, which means it'll give some people false confirms. Like they'll see that they're hitting you, and then they'll cancel like they're hitting you, like Ken's low strong or far strong or Chun-Li close to house or stuff like that. But actually, they're hitting you midair, so the super won't connect properly. You'll get a punish. Very weird little tech that some characters have with their first frame airborne moves. Akuma can do it with his demon flip. Oro can do it with his stomps. Necro can do it with his half circle back punch, and Urian can do it with his headbutt. Those are all the characters I know of who have that. Parrying is actually quite easy. It's I think either a 6 or a 7 frame window to get a normal parry, and a 2 or 3, depending on what you're parrying, window to get a red parry. And red parries are decently hard. You probably know how big a 2 frame window is, but blue parries are actually very simple. There's nothing. The only difficult thing about a blue parry is getting the read. A blue parry is a normal parry. Important, critical. Hard, not very. Oh, that was like perfectly meaty. That was almost certainly plus, even though it was blocked. Universal overheads are normally minus on block. And the deeper you hit them, the better they are. They can go up to like +2, I think, ish. The thing about parries is they're used at like every element of the game. The first step is to learn to parry like projectiles and anti-airs. Those are very simple parries to do because the opponent has a very limited timing. Projectiles you can see coming in. Jump-ins, there's only a very small window where they can actually get it. And then you try and apply doing parries on wake up and getting those reads and whatnot. You can get by with just that, with just those. Oh, and you want to know how to do like jump-ins and parry during jump-ins. But again, there's a very limited window where they can do things. Like if you jump in on a Ryu, he pretty much can only anti-air you from like a certain range. What the fuck? Parry combo into taunt. I think the taunt powers up her next move, or powers up the dizzy of her next move, or something like that. If you actually land it, but it's not worth it. You shouldn't do it like that. That was purely for like style. That's a weird Grenade activate. It's really hard to pick up a combo there unless the opponent's cornered. It might be impossible. That was a very late command grab, so we got a really garbage like combo at the end. Whoa! Whoa! That was kind of cool. That naturally works. That's not like a crazy trick or anything. But he made it meaty to make it easier. Blocked Ibuki Universal Overhead can be between -5 and +7. Neat. Thanks for the info. Oh, but that was Young Close Strong, which is, I think, a 1 or 2 frame link into a stand short. The number I was actually thinking of when I said +5 was +6. I didn't know it could be +7. I thought +6 was as good as it got. I'm pretty sure all universal overheads have either the same frame data or damn close to the same frame data. That's the whole point of them. They are all very close to identical. They all go pretty much the same range. They all have pretty much the same frame advantage. They all have the same low invincibility, the same startup, the same duration, I'm pretty sure. Just a little weapon every single character has. They're neat. Some characters need them a lot more than others. Like, Elena has a really good overhead presence. She doesn't really need a universal overhead to do anything for her. But then you have characters like, oh, really? That's weird. Did not expect that. That's a pretty big difference. Wow, I didn't know that some were more advantaged than others. It's probably based on what a character needs. What about Aura? I want to know Aura. I'm guessing Aura's is +6. I don't know, actually. On hit, it's like, I figured the highest was +6. So on block, I would guess, I don't know. Maybe like +3. That's really interesting. +7, huh? Very interesting. Wow. That's more than I thought. I actually do universal overhead in footsies a fair amount. Because Oro Kinkara has universal overhead off of stand medium kick very easily. And it gives it surprising range. And it lets him hop over lows, which are a button that he kind of, like, has trouble counter poking. It depends on the low. You can use stand medium kick for a lot of lows. But it sucks to be parried. The thing about, like, stand medium kick is it goes over, like, crouch medium kicks from Shotos, for example. But at the ranges where it goes over, where the ranges where Shotos would hit crouch medium kick at all, or a stand medium kick hits. And you don't want it to hit, because, like, you want it to only counter poke and not hit. Because if it hits naturally, then that means the opponent can high parry it. And they can't high parry a move that whiffs. And at that range, Oro can do high attacks but not low attacks, so there's no mix-up with the parries besides the timing, which is bad for Oro. It means the opponent, like, can fish for parries kind of comfortably at that range. So it's really not as good as it sounds to beat crouch medium kicks with stand medium kick with Oro, which is why universal overhead is kind of nice. You can still beat them. Their reward is crap, but the success rate and the risk are both make it worth using. Kiraki again? Yeah. This is probably Elena's worst matchup. I'm not sure of that, but I can't think of a worse one off the top of my head. I don't think she's that shit against Chun-Li. Probably similar to this matchup, actually. A lot of low tier characters kind of get fucked by Chun-Li, but Elena doesn't really, I don't think. Or, like, no more than normal. It tends to be that Yun is better against high tier characters and Chun-Li's better against low tier characters. But it's not always like that. Oh, that's a very high damage Canadian combo. Let's actually go look at it. He dropped the ender, which is a little bit of damage, but it's still gonna do a fuck ton. Is that it? No, he just got that naturally. Alright, from there, that was his Canadian combo. Can you guys see my mouse? He did, like, pretty much half of Elena's health. That's quite good for a Canadian. Shoulder is one of the stronger starters, and palms add the most damage. That feel, man. You get a lot of meter for that. It's because his Canadian combo is so short. You mixed your fucking pronoun there. Confused me for a second. Ryu fights Yun okay. Ryu fights Chun-Li okay. Ryu is just fine against everyone. That was a 50-50. Nice, the double high parry. No one does that. I haven't seen that in years. Like it's frequently the right answer. So I think about it a lot, but I never actually see anyone do it. That's a hell of a read. Yun's not go for that meaty stand pierce that much. God. This is bad for Yun. Oh, the read. He got the correct guess. Oh, that Dizzy's still racking up, though. Oh, that's it. This is, like, pretty good for Ryu. Now it's really good for Ryu. Yeah. This is, like, oh, he's going to get a lot of the Dizzy back. He's going to be only at, like, 50% at the end of this, probably. The chances of Yun getting Dizzy are still okay. Oh my god, that meter management. But now with the hard read. Parrying on wake up against the Canadian Yun is suicide. It's like complete suicide. The chances of things going wrong are so high. You need like the hardest read in the world to successfully wake up parrying against the Canadian Yun. Nice. Nice. Let's kill. Yun's health is kind of crap. His only Super 2 is actually pretty strong. It does about 40% the average life bar. Factoring combo, factoring like low forward and follow up. Hell yeah, I watched Capcom Cup. I watched nearly every match. I missed a decent amount of stream too. The only time I went to stream 2 was when there was like an American on the plate. Young can raw super, just not if Chun-Li has bar. Yeah. He has to get the knockdown or the block string. Chun-Li has trouble with that dive kick. Oh, that's it. Kills. That was cool. The thing about Chun-Li's super that's so frustrating is that it's a million hits, and all the hits are high damage as fuck. And it just relies on scaling to reduce the damage over time. So if you like red parry, if you like get parries on the first like 8 hits and then fuck up the parry, the next 8 hits plus like final hit do almost as much damage as the full super. Or like if you only get hit by the final hit is strong as fuck because it's supposed to still be strong after like this 16 hits of scaling. So the final hit does like fucking 30% of your health bar. So it's really awful when you block the super and then fail to parry on the final hit. You can block the last hit and then get a punish still, but parrying the last hit gets you a much bigger punish for most characters. Kakata. This is this is Ken's stage as well as Alex's. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. And the white Ken too, huh? This is a bit of a classic, isn't it? Alex's is slightly different. There are no actual two, like every character has a unique stage, except Q. Um, every stage is slightly different depending on what characters. Like if a stage is used for two characters, it's slightly different between them. Like Ibuki's and Akuma's stage are like nearly the same, but like differences. Um, they're actually two of the more different ones. They might actually be different stages. Um, Necro and 12s have different lighting. Uh, Oro and Sean have different lighting. The only character who actually has no stage, I'm pretty sure, is Q, who just uses Dudley's stage as is. Ah, he dropped it. That was to kill, too. We're very near. Alex is a bit more orange and less blue. EX Bird is not very common in this game. Chun-Li doesn't really use EX moves at all. Chun-Li's meter is super precious. You don't want to waste it on shit like that. And all of her EX moves are kind of garbage anyway. EX Bird is not very good. EX Legs is not very good. EX Fireball is laughably bad. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking with EX Fireball. It literally only has one purpose. It's to do EX Fireball Super 2 to make Super 2 harder to chip. I mean, harder to parry. EX Fireball does like fuck all. I'm pretty sure you can't combo into it. The damage isn't even that good. It's one parry. It's a slow Fireball, but like parries existing makes it hard for Chun-Li to get any sort of setup off it. That jump medium kick was actually very good air control. Buki ugly. Damn, dude, she's cute. She's got the baggy pants, that's all. That was good. That's actually safe in this game. Oh, beautiful. That was hot Ibuki play. I think Ibuki didn't have that target combo when Street Fighter 4 came out and they like added it in AE. Crutch Roundhouse, Stand Roundhouse. Shit, dude, turn on inputs. Chun-Li like doesn't know what a breast is. Whoa, he's on life support right now. Nope, there it is. The step kick, you don't really see that often in this game. Wake up DP carries more risk than you would probably think. Because not only is it quite unsafe, but it's also not that invincible. Sabuki's tits that are bigger than John's. Makoto's are smaller. Looks like life. Does kind of look like life, I guess. Oh, that's super punish. Surprised he didn't do it. I saw it. Knowing your punishes is crucial if you play a character like Ken or Chun-Li. Whoa! That meaty, but he missed the combo. That meaty was like perfect though. If you try for Ken's double DP but miss it, um, if you miss it by being too early, Ken doesn't do anything, so they might have tried it then. But also, you can't always, like, certain setups, you can't get a double DP. Chun-Li, I'm pretty sure, is pretty forgiving about it. But I'm pretty sure if you want to do a Chun-Li double DP, you have to start with close strong or point blank low forward. Or else, like, no other combo, like, can you get it? It's different with every character. Ken players know it. I don't. Dude, when Sagat's fucking weight, though. Ouch. Reversal got stuffed. That's why you don't do reversals. It's sickness season, dude. T-Hawk Cup, never ever. This line of play is fascinating to me. Line is so patient. Whoa, that was a hard-ass read. There was no confirmation there at all. That was not a link. I don't think she can link that. That was a fucking fat ass guess. Samurai Husk beating a low strong. Line is not so hot against Shotos. Vanao's on lost point right now. If he loses this, he's picking Super 2 again. Is there something he knows that I don't? Why Super 2 versus Elena? Does Brave Dance go through Super even at max range? That's the only reason I can think of that he would pick Super 2 is that if Super 3 just didn't work in this matchup because of Brave Dance. Ah, that's a lot of parries. I really don't know what the fuck's going with Vanao's head. With that super pick. Super 2 isn't that bad, it's just that Vanao, like his bread and butter is Super 3. If Super 2 must like go through Tension at all ranges, that's the only thing I can think of. Damn, Sagat's like fucking 30% helium. Oh, that's it. This is gonna kill. GG. Elena's still not that played, and she doesn't really break the game, despite the fact that everyone claims she does. If she's even that good, she's only barely better than fucking other characters. Street Fighter 4 is quite balanced. Honestly, I don't really think that Elena has a match better than 6-4, or a match worse than 4-6. Like, when you play an actual 7-3 in this game, it's like, holy fuck. It's actually really hard. The thing that really like confuses me is healing's not that broken. Like of all the things for people to complain about with Elena, I don't know why people complain about healing. Healing's not particularly strong, and it's not particularly like. I mean, it's good. It's like a ultra worth picking, but you have to consider that she also like loses her other ultra, and her other ultra is actually pretty nice. And like most people only get like 100 to 200 health back with healing per round, if even, which is like Elena having slightly more health than most characters instead of dramatically less, instead of slightly less, I guess. She's not that popular. Like honestly, like as many people switch to fucking DiCaprio. Maybe not as many. Well, if you're gonna use supers like that, you're better off with Super 1. He was actually fast enough to get the punish there. Elena's hitbox glitches were fixed in 1.04. Every single time someone comes in and complains about Elena's hitbox, I ask them for a combo that doesn't work on Elena that works on every other character. And I still haven't gotten one. No, I don't have a way to measure the amount of health. I just eyeball it. Elena has stuff a lot more broken than healing. Elena's biggest fucking broke factor is the fact that she's got a 15 frame overhead and a 10 frame low that she can cancel into. That shit is actually mindless and stupid. Like that's not, there's like no skill element there except don't block attacks, which is a really tall order. All three of Elena's win animations in this game are godlike. No, her jump hitbox is not weird. It's just her jump height. Like she just jumps really high and not very far. People like just anti-air really early. Her jump hitbox is actually like pretty much exactly normal. Every juggle that I'm aware of works on her. Her crouching hitbox was literally bugged and then fixed. There's nothing weird about it anymore. People always anti-air early against Elena because her jump is slow as fuck. I feel like double ultra for Elena is okay. It's a small heal whether you pick ultra 2 or ultra double most of the time. It's enough to make a comeback with either of them. It's definitely better off if you pick ultra 2. Nice. Oh, no, no, no. You don't have a punish there. He was probably just trying to do a dash and throw. Try to surprise her. She's 75, but that feel one. What I would have done if I made Elena is make it so you couldn't follow up EX Mallet Smash, and then I wouldn't have made it unsafe. I would have made it like fucking neutral, and then I would have made it so there was no combo ability. The fact that it's +4 is dumb as fuck. I would have made it so she could combo out of her low, but not her overhead. You'd still be able to land the overhead all the time because people would be afraid of the low. But the fact that she can combo out of the overhead is like so. The fact that she gets so much damage out of both of them. Yeah, I post Street Fighter 3 content all the time. Often me watching it or playing it. It really is quite pathetic. Half ultra, half heal. It's not that much. It's enough to save you from a chip kill anyway. A half heal gives you about a third the fucking health that full heal does, give or take. Yeah, I agree with that, Free Below. That's pretty much dead on true. Unfortunately, what people don't realize is that, like, Rolento and Hugo also take a fucking shit ton of work to learn. And DiCaprio. All five of the new characters are quite technical. Poison probably the least so, but ironically, Poison's usually the hardest matchup for a lot of characters. Excuse me. Least popular character is probably Elena or 12. They both see almost no play. It's funny because Elena's actually a halfway decent character. 12 is pretty garbage. I mean, it's not like Elena's good. She's pretty bad. But she's not that bad. She's like better than like Remy. Probably better than Hugo. She's better than Alex. She's like better than a lot of the bad characters. She's like noticeably better than the low tier. There's a very clear line that can be drawn under Elena that separates the low tier. Elena herself is not low tier. She's on the bottom end of mid. But like every character worse than her is quite a bit worse than her. Nice. That's kind of a hard reaction. When you say training regimen, why don't you just like do things on that side? Like just fucking go to training mode and do special moves over and over. Like that's a fucking training regimen. There you go. Improve your execution. GG. 12 would be okay in a lot of different fighting games. He was not his engine. His mechanics didn't work well with the engine of the game. That's a tight link. That was cool. Media Universal Overhead Stamina House. Stamina House actually doesn't cancel. Fun fact. It only has to do super jump cancel super there, which is pretty easy. Just quarter circle forward, up forward kick. I wonder how they're gonna do Alex's like skill and trigger. Squats and oats. The ultimate training regimen. Oh, that was a good parry, but he was too afraid. He was too afraid of the super. He had a guaranteed low forward super 3, but if Chun-Li supered, it would have beaten the low forward. Sometimes Chun-Li's just super when they see a parry. They either don't react to the fact that it's a parry or like do react and just super anyway. Trying to hit the failed punish. It's not such a rare skill to be able to parry Chun-Li super anymore. I've never gotten in a match, but I can juggle. Well, no super. I can parry Chun-Li super in training mode like decently well. Oh my god, he's like trying to bait out the super, but he can't. That was very careful. You don't have to do anything after a parry. That was like super safe play. I respect that. Theoretically, Ken could do low parry into super 3, and that would get a kill, and Chun-Li wouldn't be able to super through that. Ken's super 3 has invincibility, and I'm pretty sure Chun-Li's doesn't. And Ken's comes out about as fast as Chun-Li's does anyway. Oh my god, yeah. No, he failed the super. Didn't matter. They got a nice punish with the stamina house. Kantatsu is something that Ken only ever does on accident. It's not really useful for combos, and it's not really useful in footsies. The meter is more useful here for Chun-Li than Yun, but Yun's going to build his a lot faster than Chun-Li's is. So it's good for Yun to run away and build meter anyway. Oh, Young could still win this. He needs two Grenadians though. He's willing to burn the first one. Oh, now it's looking really bad. Now it's looking like unwinnable. Well, that was good. A good sequence. He needs like a hard. He needs a lot of meter to get another Grenadian. And then he needs a block string into the Grenadian. Oh, that was very difficult. He's got a nice amount of meter for the next round though. Careful. That was really risky activate. Chun-Li was in the middle of a normal though. Oop. This hurts a lot. Never mind, it didn't hurt that much. He didn't have enough Grenadian meter. Ooh, the low tower combo. Oh, that was tricky. That could have been a low. What a crazy time to go for a parry. Oh, there it is. There it is. You don't do that. Do not do that. He missed a super jump or something. Play whoever has the coolest juggles. That could easily be Urian. Ifutotron. Some kind of dick girl robot. Coolest juggles as is probably Chun-Li. Or perhaps Rashid. This is a Kamyan. Go Kamyan go. Oh, this video's over. I guess we'll take a peek at the next one, but I don't know if I want to watch it. It's only 24 minutes, that's not too bad. And there's like a Yan and a Urian. I mean, a Ryu and a Urian. That's already pretty cool. How about you? But now, Ryu. Excuse me. I wouldn't call Chun-Li top tier in Street Fighter 5 from what we know. Well, I don't know. I don't know what she is in the current version. Very interesting. Normally you don't have an EX after a Dizzy from a Denjin, but he actually got a little bit of extra time there. Because he didn't get the Dizzy immediately. Ryu's damage with one bar is pretty fucking high. Nice. Good confirm. He saw the fireball and just went for a punish combo. Confirming off your opponent's board play. This is real good for Ryu. He's probably going to get this Dizzy. He's still probably going to get this Dizzy. He's going to get it probably through a Denjin now. If he doesn't get a good Denjin opportunity, then the Urian's pretty much got it. Opinion on Goken? Oh, you mean tier-wise? I don't know, man. I feel like he's really good against characters who struggle against fireballs. I feel like his fireball game is fucking phenomenal. He can overcome characters who normally beat fireball characters. He can like out fireball like a Jury. Or like a poison maybe. I don't know if he can out fireball a poison. But that's a rare skill. Apart from that, I feel like I don't know. Well, this is good. Fully charged engine. Oh, that wasn't a fully charged engine. Oh, this is like Urian could win this through a tackle into super and then a good guess. He did not get that good guess. It's 2 chances. Yep. Hold on, the skills I think. Ugh! He missed a light tackle. Tackle, like stand fierce, or tackle, headbutt would have sealed it. He still managed to get the win somehow. That was ugly. Goken, beyond his fireball zoning, is not very notable. The only other thing he has is his damage. And the only characters that really helps against are characters who are fundamentally unsafe, such as grapplers. I'm pretty sure it's not actually a 9-1. I'm pretty sure it's an 8-2. Like, I believe it's bad, but, like, a 9-1 is, like, phenomenally bad. Medium Fireball is really good. Tatsu is pretty good. I wouldn't call it, like, game-changing. Medium Fireball is the biggest problem. And the fact that fucking Goku can get so much damage if he, like, neutral jumps a running bear. Or if he fucking neutral jumps an SPD. Goku just fucks you up. No, I didn't. Blanca Tiok is... You think that's worse than... You go Geek Goken. They're both pretty bad. It might be the worst in the game. I don't know. I believe either of those are the worst matchup in the game. They're both pretty shitty. Blanca, T-Hawk, there's ways to play the matchup that make it far more tolerable. It did get a bit better in Ultra, and there are things that, like, T-Hawk can kind of do now. I think they're both A2. This Rue is not getting his combos. That's a drop that, like, hurts me to see. Messing up his charge buffering. Is that really a punish? Get hit by an overhead standing? Punish with Super 3? That's insane. Anyone else see that?